ChatGPT said. Welcome back to Trending Update USA. This is Steffan, and today I'm bringing you one of the most jaw-dropping developments the tennis world has seen in a long time. Coco Gauff's unexpected move has left fans, analysts, former champions, and even her fiercest rivals completely speechless, and the ripple effects are already being felt across the sport. What started as quiet whispers behind the scenes has now exploded into a full-scale conversation about ambition, pressure, legacy, and the courage it takes to redefine your own path while the entire world is watching. Coco Gauff has never been an ordinary player. From the moment she burst onto the global stage as a teenager, defeating idols and carrying herself with a maturity beyond her years, she was labeled as the future of women's tennis. Every forehand, every interview, every reaction on court has been analyzed, replayed, and debated. With that level of attention comes expectations that would crush most athletes, yet Gauff has consistently shown an ability to grow under pressure. But what she has just done goes far beyond incremental growth. This was not a routine scheduling change, not a minor adjustment, not a safe decision carefully calculated to maintain status. This was bold. This was risky. And this was deeply personal. Sources close to the situation confirm that Coco Gauff made this move after months of internal reflection. Despite her young age, she has experienced more than many veterans: Grand Slam triumphs, heartbreaking losses, sudden fame, endorsement deals, criticism, praise, and relentless comparisons to legends of the past. Instead of allowing the noise to dictate her next step, she chose to step back, reassess, and then move forward in a way almost no one predicted. In doing so, she sent a powerful message that her career will not be shaped by expectations alone, but by purpose. The tennis world initially reacted with disbelief. Social media erupted within minutes of the announcement. Fans questioned whether this was a strategic masterstroke or an unnecessary gamble. Former players offered contrasting opinions, some praising her courage, others warning about potential consequences. But what united everyone was this certainty: no one saw it coming. In a sport where careers are often carefully planned years in advance, Coco Gauff disrupted the script entirely. What makes this moment so compelling is not just the move itself, but the timing. Gauff stands at a critical juncture in her career. She is no longer the wide-eyed prodigy surprising opponents with fearless play. She is now a Grand Slam champion, a global brand, and a player every rival prepares meticulously to defeat. At this level, the margins between winning and losing become razor-thin, and even the smallest decision can swing momentum dramatically. To change course now requires immense confidence in her instincts, and an unshakable belief in her long-term vision. Behind closed doors, those who know Gauff best describe her as more thoughtful than people realize. She studies the history of the sport, seeks advice from legends, and constantly evaluates how she can evolve. This unexpected move, therefore, was not impulsive. It was deliberate. It was rooted in self-awareness. And perhaps most importantly, it was driven by a desire to protect both her mental and physical longevity in a sport that can consume everything if allowed to do so. There is also a broader implication that cannot be ignored. Coco Gauff represents a new generation of athletes who are no longer afraid to challenge traditional norms. They speak openly about mental health, balance, and fulfillment. They understand that success is not measured solely by trophies, but by sustainability and happiness as well. By making this decision, Gauff aligns herself with that philosophy, signaling that even at the highest level, players can take control of their narrative. Reaction from fellow players has been mixed but revealing. Some privately admit admiration for her boldness, even if they would not make the same choice themselves. Others see it as a potential turning point that could inspire more players to prioritize long-term well-being over short-term gains. A few competitors, however, quietly welcome the uncertainty it introduces, wondering if this disruption could open opportunities for them on the court. That tension only adds to the intrigue. From an analytical standpoint, there are clear risks involved. Tennis history is filled with stories of promising careers derailed by decisions that did not pay off. Time away, changes in routine, or shifts in strategy can lead to loss of rhythm and confidence. Opponents continue to improve relentlessly, and the tour never stands still waiting for anyone. Critics argue that momentum is precious and that stepping off the expected path could prove costly if results do not immediately follow. But if there is one thing Coco Gauff has repeatedly demonstrated, it is resilience. She has rebounded from tough losses with maturity. She has handled public criticism without lashing out. She has learned from setbacks and returned stronger. That track record suggests that she is prepared for the challenges this move may bring. And perhaps she understands something others don't, that growth sometimes requires discomfort and uncertainty. Another layer to this story is the immense pressure of being a role model. Gauff has never shied away from using her platform responsibly, whether discussing social issues or inspiring young athletes. This decision may very well stem from that same sense of responsibility. By choosing honesty over convention, she sends a message to young players watching around the world that it is okay to listen to yourself, even when everyone else has an opinion. Sponsors and commercial partners are also watching closely. In today's sports landscape, athletes are global brands, and consistency often equals profitability. An unexpected move introduces variables, but Coco Gauff's marketability extends far beyond wins and losses. Her authenticity, intelligence, and willingness to stand by her values enhance her appeal rather than diminish it. In many ways, this decision may strengthen her bond with fans who admire her courage to be different. As the dust settles, speculation continues about what comes next. Will this gamble redefine her career trajectory? Will it unlock a new level of freedom and creativity in her game? Or will it serve as a lesson in how unforgiving elite sports can be? The truth is, no one knows. And that uncertainty is precisely what makes this moment so fascinating. What is undeniable is that Coco Gauff has once again proven she is more than just a tennis player. She is a thinker, a leader, and a young woman unafraid to challenge expectations. In an era where conformity often feels safer, she chose authenticity. In a sport obsessed with rankings and schedules, she chose vision. And in doing so, she reminded the world that greatness is not only defined by what happens on the scoreboard, but by the courage to choose your own path. As fans, we now wait with anticipation. Every practice session, every interview, every future match will be viewed through the lens of this pivotal decision. The pressure will be intense, the scrutiny relentless. But if history is any guide, Coco Gauff thrives when doubts surround her. She has made a career out of proving skeptics wrong, and this latest chapter may well become one of the most defining of all. One thing is certain. The tennis world is no longer just watching Coco Gauff play. It is watching her lead, evolve, and reshape the conversation about what it truly means to build a lasting legacy in modern sports. Whether this unexpected move becomes a masterstroke or a cautionary tale, it will be remembered. And long after the initial shock fades, the impact of this moment will continue to echo through the game she loves. This is Steffan, and you're watching Trending Update USA, where the stories shaping sports history unfold in real time.